So today we're interviewing Miss Eden with her gardening and recycling creations. We have 8 questions for you, and the first one is, what plants are you growing currently at Monroe?
I'm growing a lot of different vegetables because I think it's important that we can grow things that we eat. So we have tomatoes and potatoes and celery, we have lettuce, snap peas, onions, garlic, all of that kind of stuff. We also have a lot of drought tolerant plants. So those plants that don't need a lot of water.
So, next question. What days do you guys water the plants, and how much water do you guys require for the plants?
Fortunately, all of our plants are on a drip system, so it doesn't use as much water as plants that would be on a drip system. So usually we water about 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay. Do you guys have helpers for that?
I do. I have some kids that go around. We have little spigot things that turn the water on and off. So usually after school, some of the Hearts kids help and do the watering.
Okay. For our next question, over the summer, I think you guys use the same thing for the summer. Over the summer, how do you keep the plants watered?
Usually I text Mr. Alex. I'm off on vacation somewhere and I'll text him and say, hey, could you water the plants for me today? So that, he gets a little reminding because he's so busy. Sometimes he forgets.
Okay. Next question. Why do you volunteer your time to grow plants and make flowers and other creations out of recycling?
I think it's really important for students to know where the food comes from, where our food comes from, because I think a lot of times they don't know. They think you just go to the grocery store and that's where you get your food from. So I think it's important that they not only see where their food comes from, but that they also get to participate in the whole process of growing their own food. And then I love being places that make me happy. And I think our surroundings can do that for us. And so when I walk by colorful things or things that are repurposed, it really makes me happy. And I've loved in the last week or so some of the young kids coming up to me and saying that they just love how beautiful the school looks now. So that makes me really happy. I think it makes them happy to be able to come to a school that they really enjoy being at.
Okay. Next question. Why are you still interested? Oh, it's kind of like the fourth question. It's my mistake.
I also think, doing the repurposed art projects, using the bottle caps and the head caps and all of that, it's better than sending all of that stuff to the dump. So that we're repurposing things and reusing them, which I love.
Okay. How can the students help you with keeping the campus clean?
Well, we made a poster. Room 3 has challenged every student at the school to pick up 1 piece of trash a day. So think about how hard that would be to bend over and pick up 1 piece of trash. We have about 700 students here at the school. If every kid did that every day, we wouldn't have any kind of trash anywhere. So that's one of the things that we can do to definitely help keep our school clean, and an easy thing that we can do every day.
Is your gardening more unique than other regular gardening? Like more different?
Different. I think at other schools it's more different than other schools because I don't think there's a lot of elementary schools that have a lot of the vegetable gardening or the drought tolerant. I know that there aren't other schools that have as many fruit trees. We have 70 fruit trees at our school. We picked the oranges this year. We picked 900 pounds of oranges and sold them back to nutritional services, and they paid us $333 for our oranges, and then they used those oranges in the salad bars around Riverside Unified School District. And then we used that money and we could put it towards our gardening.
Oh, so you guys have trees all over the...
We do. We have a lot, in the back playground area, and then along the classrooms here. We have a few here on the kindergarten playground. We've made apple pies from them. We have a plum tree out here that's just starting to get little plums. We have grapevines, and this grapevine right outside the classroom produces some amazing tasting grapes.
So I see some, because us sixth graders, we run around the whole thing, and we see some like there's like cactuses and some other I think those are oranges over there. Are those you guys?
Yes. So the last year we wrote a grant and got $1,000 to plant plants that require less water. So we did native plants to California. We did drought-tolerant plants. We did succulents and cactus. So yes, when you run by those are ones that we planted last year.
Okay. Last questions. Do your students help you with your gardening and recycling?
They do. They do. You know, they're young. They're the youngest kids almost at the school besides preschool. But like with the bottle caps, they'll sort them. So it can be a math activity where they're sorting the bottle caps by color. They also have helped me lay the bottle caps out. We have 3 raised beds. There's 12 raised beds at the school. My class has adopted 3 of them, and so they get to help with those. And then we plant seeds in here that they tend to. We've got them outside right now, and those will transplant and put them in the raised beds. They help weed, they help water. So yes, they're able, even though they're pretty young, they're able to help with the projects.
Okay, I have one question that I didn't write down, but when they help you with your students, do you what kind of bags do you guys use to put them in the
Like the soil.
No.
To plant the plants. What
Yeah.
do we plant them in? We plant them in those, they're kind of those brown, they almost look like cardboard, and they're biodegradable. So they can just go right into the ground and you're not having to throw anything away.
okay.
Which is good. Sometimes we just plant things right in the raised beds and don't have to put them in anything. Mrs. Kuntz here, she planted some lettuce seeds. So like lettuce seeds, you just put right in the raised beds and it grows up from that. And then that way you don't have to use a container at all.
What do other teachers help you with your gardening?
There are. So this year I asked other teachers to see if they wanted to adopt a raised bed. So we have 9 of the other raised beds. Other teachers have adopted those and they're taking care of those. The raised vegetable beds. So those boxes that have the wood around those.
Right in between 1st and 2nd grade, and then there's some between 4th grade.
So they have helped with that. Mrs. Kuntz is here because she's also working on projects with her kids for the Clean Campus competition. So she's working on making, they did stepping stones, and today they're working on an orange crepe label. So they're painting and bottle capping with that. So yes, this year we've had a lot of teachers that have really, I like to say, gotten up there and trying to recycle and use that stuff to make projects around the school.
So we were walking around the campus and we saw these like the tires and
Aren't those cute?
are those your guys?
Mrs. Young, she's a 1st grade teacher. She saw that, and Pinterest. Do you guys ever?
Yeah.
Pinterest is teacher's best friend. So she went online and she saw those. So she got the tires donated, and she was here this weekend and was painting those. And then her class is going to plant flowers in those, just to kind of spruce up that area a little bit.
For what is the one in the middle?
It's a frog. So if you look on the other side, I think she's going to put little legs, and then the small tires are the eyes. So she's going to paint the little inside part of the eyes.
Because I was wondering, is that something like an animal?
There's a frog, a ladybug, a bee.
I think, two ladybugs, 2 bees.
Yeah. Our cameraman has question to ask you.
How's it like doing the gardening?
I enjoy it. Some people need therapy. They have to go to counselors and psychologists to help them with their issues. I go out in the garden and it makes me happy. so it's cheaper. And I get food out of it. That's my therapy. So I love it. I love to garden at my house, but I really enjoy doing it here because I can do it with kids who also really enjoy it.
And Sean has to ask you a question too.
Yes.
Sean. Any questions? Sean, last year he got to paint a couple tiles, right?
Yeah.
Did you find your tiles out on our mosaics?
Yeah.
Out there, very good. So yeah, he got to participate as well last year. Did you guys help with continents? Miss Bisnick's class did the continents of the world down there.
It's so that's for the club pupils and also for the people that do art, Alana. So they help her out with that.
Very good. You're all right.
And then I guess that's it.
Yeah, thank
thank you for letting us
Thank you
interview.
guys.